Hey everyone, so welcome to PyNet Labs. My name is Nirankar Shrivastav and I am a certified ethical hacker and a certified EC Council instructor. In today's webinar, we will talk about basics of cybersecurity and an introduction of it. The topic will be covered is going to help you in the industry where you are already doing some cybersecurity work or maybe wanted to do. So we'll talk about introduction to cybersecurity field, requirements, the certification we needs to do, and a career roadmap. And at the end, I will show you a practical demonstration of how a hacker do a social engineering. So let's talk about our first of the topic, which is an requirement. So let's do this and good introduction. So topics, let me start with the topics. So topics we will cover today. I hope I'm loud and clear. Please give me a confirmation in chat box. Okay. So topic we will cover today is an introduction. Number first, introduction to cybersecurity. To cybersecurity fields. Cybersecurity field. Number seconds, what are the requirements we need? So requirements for it. Number third, certification you should pursue. Number fourth, we will talk about career roadmap and average salary which a hacker or a cybersecurity professional get. So career. Right, at the end I will show you a practical demonstration of how a social engineering is done. So everything will be talk is going from the scratch, so nothing is going to be too complicated to understand. So this is about the topics. Let's start with our first and all introduction to fields. So number one, we have a network security engineer. So what does a network security engineer do? He or she manages systems. Systems are managed. He or she is responsible for maintaining system, identifying vulnerabilities and improving automation. So sound interesting, right? It's so it's interesting in the way a person can handle a network. So maintenance of firewalls, routers and switches is done by network security engineer. Firewalls we have IDS, IPS, which is intrusion detection system and intrusion prevention system. Then we have routers, switches. This all done by a network security engineer. So next we will talk about what a security analyst do. At the end also I will talk about what is the average salary each profession get. So cyber security analyst. So cybersecurity analyst helps in planning, implementing and upgrading security measures controls. So he is responsible for planning, implementing, upgrading measures and controls is taken by the cybersecurity analyst. Each field have their own benefits and pros and cons, we can say. So you have to go with the best one which suit you. So I will explain all. So the best which hit your mind, like this career is more interesting, you can go for it. At the end I will also show you the roadmap how you can pursue if you don't have any degree, if you don't have any knowledge of cybersecurity, but you want to pursue, you can go with it. So measures and controls. A cybersecurity analyst is also responsible for conducting vulnerability testing. So normal tests are been taken by a cybersecurity analyst. It can be risk analysis, security assessment, risk, security assessment, and maybe for managing the network. In addition, this task that analyst trains follow employees in security awareness and procedures. So these are the things which a security analysts do. So also security analysts are the best practices which basically probate the security breaches. So if there are security breaches in the future, security analyst is used to basically see like in future if there are security breaches or not, he or she can detect it. So it's a very amazing job if you want to pursue cybersecurity. Analyst is one of the major role in cybersecurity. So that is about the security analyst, right? Next up, we have a security architect, one of the highest paying job. Security. Now, security and architect plays a crucial role in designing the network and computer security architecture for their company. Of course, we can guess it, right? We have the architect at the end, so he or she can is responsible for basically designing the security architecture. Now, the security architect helps in planning, researching, and designing elements of securities. So, elements of security, and also responsible for planning, researching, and designing. Now, security architect first create a design based on the needs of company, then work together with the programming team to build the final structure. So, architect, he or she has a team to follow with. So, here is the architect, here is the team A, which is used to develop software. Here is the security team, which will implement it. So, security architect is somehow the boss of it. So, it's a very crucial role, very high paying role. We'll talk about the salary, right? So now next up we have security manager, cyber security manager. Cyber security manager. Now the cyber security managers are responsible for maintenance of security protocols. The security protocols are managed by cyber security managers. Next up, they create strategies to increase network internet security related to different projects and manage a team. Manage this team as we have the manager over here, and again they are responsible for the strategies to increase network internet security. Strategies are developed by the cybersecurity managers. Right, a cybersecurity manager also frequently reviews the existing security policies and ensure the policies are currently based on new threats or not. So there is a CWE, or there is a basically a website in layman terms which contain the newer vulnerabilities information and their patches. So if a system is not patched or if a system is not updated, the virus can easily attack it. So for example, let's say a good example, right? So we have a software, we are using PayPal, for example, or let's say we don't use a real company name. Let's say we have a XYZ software installed in our computer. Now this XYZ is of version 4.0. So it's a version, right? Our hackers just go with this version, find a vulnerability where he or she can log into any account without knowing the password. Now this XYZ company will update this thing to version 4.1 and your PC still uses 4.0. Now what this hacker will use, he or she will target your company which is using, or your computer which is using version 4.0. So that is why everyone recommend to update your software so that a hacker or a vulnerable person will not try to hack you. This is why it is recommended to always get updated on your securities or your softwares. So this is a good example for it. Next up we have CISO. Now CISO is a dream job for anyone. So CISO is one of the best job. It is considered after the CEO in cybersecurity. So after CEO, this is a C-level job. So CISO takes places of basically handling all the company. And there is a joke around for the CISO, right? If you become one, you have a lots of pain in your head. If there is a one security breach, you there's a job risk, high much, very much. There's a job risk. So for this job, you basically have to have a great mind, great aptitude, so that there's a security breach, you can handle it. So CISO is one of the greatest job. Now what a CISO do is 80% of the company now have CISO according to the PwC, and CISOs are the basically a chief information security officer. So let me go with the first of all full form of it. So chief information security officer. Now CISO is a senior level executive within an organization. So let me write it. It's a senior level executive within an organization that ensure the cybersecurity plan is aligned with the business vision, operates and technologies. So again, it's the executive level. It's in the top of the hierarchy. So everything, the every plan is going through him only. So he or she is responsible for the operations and technologies. Now next up, so they respond to incident and set up appropriate standards and control to mitigate security risk. Now security risks are basically handled by CISO only. If there is a security fault, CISOs are fired. CISO is Chief Information Security Officer. They are also responsible for overseeing the implementation of security policies and procedures within the organizations. So that is about the CISO. So let me guess, according to you, which job is the best? There's more jobs, but till now the best are here. And the best one is CISO. So you should dream of becoming a CISO. And also, if you dream of it, just remember it's a very hard job, not easy. According to paycheck, it is the more paying basically job. You can get 1.5 crore of average salary. But of course, there is a headache. If a security breach is there, you are fired. That's the policy. And also you have to pay the amount of company, like what are the losses sometimes. Like in Uber recent hack, CISO is fired. So every big breaches, the CISOs are in the risk of their job. Now information security of manager. So before we have the chief information security officer, now we have the information security manager. So for becoming a CISO, you have to be first of all information security manager. And before becoming the information security manager, there's some low level job you have to follow the trend so you can become it. Now how you have to do it, I will just show you in the minutes. So information security manager. Now, information security managers detect the loophole that make information systems susceptible to attacks. Detect loopholes. Now, they are responsible for detecting and preventing cyber threats within the company data. Detecting threats, right? So, company data should be secured, company network should be secured, everything which is connected to network should be secured, are basically handled by him. They detect it, they respond, and they basically send it to the person who is responsible for the team. Now, business can face major losses if they fail to protect sensitive customer information and violate data protection laws. Hence, large corporations hire information security measures to make sure the company data and systems and network should not get hacked. So, very crucial role, right? And yes, before becoming a CISO, you have to follow some basic jobs so that you have the level of experience to become one. You can not directly become a CISO, like you can become a software development engineer. You have to just follow some tents. So those are things you have to follow. Now, next up, we have the cybersecurity engineer, right? Now, cybersecurity engineer is like the basic job in cybersecurity which you can get. So, cybersecurity engineer creates and executes secure network solutions. Create, execute secure network solution. Now, in order to strengthen the technologies initiative and take them to the next level, cybersecurity engineers are an integral part of the system. They are the most important people in the system. They used to be in a red team and blue team both. So they develop, they detect, and they basically solve the issues. So it's an entry level job also. You can get it. There's a huge demand supply gap in the required force of capabilities for this position because they are a developer plus a cybersecurity expert. So you can go for it. This is the best job. Now we will talk about application security engineers. Now these are the some jobs which are used for basically developing solutions. These jobs are the job which we are talking right now are basically handled to develop and to basically patch it. Now here is the application security engineer. They are basically developer who are basically get some information from the upper management to patch it. So they are developer. An application security engineer look after stability of internal and external applications of an organization. Applications are handled by them. They are the developers, right? They get the information from the higher management of security to patch something. They have the right to patch and send updates. And again, it's a high paying job because they are having and they are trained with the level of security plus developing. Now, next up, what we have ethical hackers. Again, an entry field job. Most of the people know about this term ethical hacker. Ethical hackers are the people who basically use their knowledge and skill to pen test it. Now, what is a pen test? Let's suppose here is a box and you have to test it. This people will do this many times till the box break. Now, pen testing is a testing where we used to do it again and again to get the best out of it and to take the vulnerability out of it. That is a pen testing. Now, the test and pick part of vulnerabilities of network system and application. Also, They also conduct security tests. They also have the basically good amount of knowledge to apply security policies, but for that also they have to check with the upper management like security manager or like incident handler so that they can get the information out of it, and they are the person who protect the organization from high security threats. I think so. The terms are not clear yet, but after the certification, I will show you the roadmap and salary. It will be clear then. So next up, we have the incident manager, the most important role in the life cycle of cybersecurity. Every role is important according to me. What's your thinking? By the end of the time, or in 10 minutes, we will have the Q&A session. Incident manager. An incident manager determines the appropriate resources and proficiency to resolve security incident in an organization. They determine the appropriate resources to resolve security incident in an organization. Now, suppose there is a security breach in an XYZ company. The first of all, incident manager will respond to it, take some notes like when it has happened, what to do next, where this basically the vulnerability goes, what are the update for it. He or she will just take a note out of it and send it to upper management for look. So incident managers are the first one to handle it. Now, typically, you can advance to the managerial role after obtaining suitable credential that and demonstrate your skills. So, what are the credentials? Credentials are the certifications we will talk about. So, again, there's a last role, two last role, which is cybersecurity consultant. Now, this is the entry level job, cyber security consultant. Now, these people are fully mined with the cybersecurity keywords. They help business and independent worker to help their cybersecurity issue. For this, you must have a guest industrial experience with professional certification to showcase your potential to your employers. So you need certification, you need knowledge, and you need a great experience. Right? Now next, the most demanding profession, cloud security engineer. Cloud security engineer. Now, this cloud security engineer builds, maintain, and continuously improve the cloud-based network and system of an organization. So, handle clouds security, cloud network. They handle the organization, cloud computing environments, and core infrastructures, platforms, and software. They also provide security recommendation on services design and application development. So, clouds are basically the places where we store our files. Just an example of a cloud. In a layman term, clouds are different type of clouds are there, SaaS, PaaS. So those are the clouds. So I'm just taking about the cloud. In this we can store the files. Now the security is also important. This security is handled by cloud security engineer, right? So what are the requirements to start the career? Now this is the main thing for which you waited, right? What the requirement? Now if you are starting the career with the certification, most of the certification required zero knowledge of the entry level, like we have the CEH provided by our organization, CEH V12. So this required some of the like you have to be a knowledge mind if you are going to a cybersecurity, but like basic information is okay with CH version 12. But as you are in cybersecurity field or in a software field, you must have a coding experience. This basic of coding, how a loop work, how a coding start, what are different type of coding. So coding, we have Python, then again we have PHP, we have shell scripting. Shell scripting is explained in the course also. Shell scripting is used in basically Linux to develop the program. So Python is required, shell scripting is required, PHP is required, and basic of C and Java. These are the required programming languages, but if you don't know any of this, no problem. These are just for the your own understanding. But if you are knowledge mind, also you can understand any language because most of the syntax are different. So Linux fundamental. This programming language are required to understand it, not to develop it. Most of the times we didn't develop any tool, but if we do, it is explained. So Linux fundamentals. So Linux fundamental, how a Linux work. Then we have networking basics. So you need to understand how a network work. What is TCP, what is FTP, what is SSH. So those are the things which you should be familiar. High aptitude. So you have to take decision according to the cases you have. So you must need a high aptitude before going to any field in cybersecurity. So these are the requirement in cybersecurity. Also, you need good brain. Just joking. You can develop it. So these are the requirements. Now let's talk about the certifications you must do, and we must go with it. And also the 7 cybersecurity workforce categories. Now what are these categories? Now categories are basically terms where you should go. So these are the categories where cybersecurity work. So first of all, we have securely provision or SP. Now securely provision basically it's conceptualized design procedure or build secure information technology system with responsibility for expect for system and or network development. Now these are the 7 key cybersecurity workforce categories. So it's a workforce where cybersecurity engineers usually work. So securely provision. Second, we have operate and maintain or OP. Here it provides the support administrator and maintenance necessary to ensure effective and efficient information technology system performance and security. The term which I am explaining is what this basic category do. Cybersecurity workers are used to basically take one of the categories and work on it. So you can go in operate and maintain operations, which we can say oversee and govern. Oversee and governs are basically the laws and standards in cybersecurity. Before going to cybersecurity, you must be well known with every term. So it provides leadership, management, directions, or development and advocacy so that organization may effectively conduct cybersecurity work. There is a cybersecurity lawyer also, you can go with it, but that's a law thing. It doesn't require some um, basically practical. You have a theory in that, and there is a forensics that required practical. Now we have protect and defend, red team and blue team. We have security analyze. So there are security analyst analyze. I hope you have written somewhere. If you don't writing it, so you must be remembering what I'm just writing over here. So let's talk about the next two. So collect and operate. Collect and operate provides specialized Daniel and deception operation and collection of cybersecurity information that may be used to develop intelligence. So incident handler, they use to work in this field, collect and operate. Seventh, we have investigate. So security investigator, when the breach happen, when the breach is basically investigated. So these are been done by an investigator. So incident handler work in these two fields. So these are the categories of workforce. Now cybersecurity career path into entry cybersecurity roles, networking, software development, system engineer, financial and risk analysis, security intelligence. These are the some terms which must be familiar. Education. Now education, you should have a degree or must be pursuing one, right? Cybersecurity certification. So let's talk about the certification, the part which you are waiting. So first of all, let's talk about CEH version 12 or certified ethical hacker. So ethical hacking, also known for as a white hat hacking, penetration testing, or red team, involved lawfully hacking organization to try and uncover vulnerabilities before malicious player do. So they are responsible for ethical works. CH version 12 is a basic level certification. If you want to pursue your cybersecurity career, you should start with CEH version 12. Now, what are the payout for it? Average, a person can earn about 10 lakhs after CEH version 12. Right? So you can be a pen tester, which used to test systems. You can be a cyber incident analyst, or you can be a cloud security architect. Next up, what you can do is you can go with OSCP. OSCP is the basically higher certification, but for this you need experience in cybersecurity. If you are an absolute beginner, I should not basically recommend you this certification. It is costlier, around $1,500, not Indian rupees. It is a 48-hour exam with 125 MCQ, and CH is a 4-hour exam with 125 MCQ. In 48 hours, in OSCP, we have 24 hours for MCQ and 24 hours for live practical demonstration. You should have a great knowledge before pursuing OSCP, and they will give you 5 machines to hack within 24 hours. So that is about OSCP. After OSCP, you can be a penetration tester, ethical hacker, you can be a threat researcher, you can be a application security analyst. So app security analyst. These are the terms which is explained. Now, next certification I'm going to talk about is the highest level certification for the CISO. If you want to become a CISO, you should pursue this. This is Certified Information Security System Professional. So, Certified Information System Security Professional or CISSP. The average salary for CISSP is $25,446, around 2 crores. This is the highest salary or average salary. Highest salary, I'm going to say about most of the cybersecurity or CISO have a 10 crore highest salary in India. Those are the terms of CISSP. Now, after doing the CISSP, you can become a CISO. You can be a security administrator. You can be an IT security engineer, senior security consultant, or information assurance analyst. Also, you need 5 years of experience before pursuing this certification, or 3 years. You cannot directly give this as a CEH or OSCP. You must have for CEH, you need a 2 years of experience. After this, we have a CISA of Certified Information System Auditor. This certification has the average salary of 25 lakh. You can be a system auditor, security auditor, or you can become a IT security engineer, project manager, or cybersecurity auditor. So this is mainly used for becoming an auditor, and you have to just audit system. What are the threats? What are the securities implementation? This is the role of CISA. Again, for this you need a 3 years of experience or 5 years of experience before going to this field in IT. So these are the some of the certification. And the last we have the CISM or Certified Information Security Manager. In this we have the average salary of 37 lakh. This is the INR. In foreign the salaries are different. We have in dollars like 1 lakh or 2 lakh dollars in the certifications. That is the salary. And after doing the CISM you can become a IT manager. So of course we have the manager at the end of the certification, which is Certified Information Security Manager. Then we have the Information Risk Consultant, Information Risk Consultant. Then we have Director of Information Security. These are the some roles you can pursue after doing the certification. First of all, you have to go with CEH for any of the roles so that you have a great knowledge of how things work in cybersecurity. And CEH gives you the broad idea of how the cybersecurity works. So it has the 20 modules which covers everything in the cybersecurity, a brief introduction of everything. Director of Information Security. These are the some of the certification. Now, according to you, which certification is the best? Just you can write in comment live chat. Right, so next up we can talk about roadmap or how you can go with this thing. So for becoming let's say cybersecurity analyst, you can go with CH as a starting, then CompTIA analyst, and you can go with the role, the job. Now for security engineer or security architect, so CH is common in everyone so that you can have a kickstart in cybersecurity role. Then after this, let's talk about the biggest role, CISO. After doing the CH, you can go with the job, have experience about 3+ years, then go with the CISA, become a manager, then apply for CISSP and apply for the job for CISO. So CISO is one of the thing. Now if you want to become manager IT auditor, you can go with CH. After CH you can apply for CISA after having experience, and after getting the degree you can apply for the job. These are some of the basic understanding and roadmap how you can do it. But remember, Becoming a CISA, CISO, having a lots of perk, like you are the famous speaker. If you become a one, you can go for the as a chief guest, or you can go for the guest. You have the merchandise of becoming a CISA or CISO. You have a great acknowledgement in your society. So those are the things if you become one of the CISO, CISA. And also they have the award ceremonies which can be around the globe. So you are invited in that. So these are the things. Now let's talk about the social engineering. Practical. So what is social engineering? So these are the things which basically get the information from the human mind. For this, you didn't require any of the knowledge for performing a social engineering. You must have a call in your day which a person is going to sell you something, or maybe the most famous of the social engineering technique is the lottery ticket. So you won 25 lakh lottery. So that is the one of the example of social engineering where you click and you give the money to the person knowingly, and at the end you are scammed. Those are social engineering, and social engineering is a psychological manipulation of people into performing action or divulging confidential information. So these are things. Also, social engineering are often used. Recent hack in Uber, 90% of the hack is done by social engineering. Let's try an simple example of understanding how social engineering work. So this is the Kali Linux. Powering on this machine. Let's wait until the system is power on. Okay, so you have a question. CH version 11 is worth doing now over CH version 12. So you can pursue for CH after 3 years. So the validity of CH is for 3 years. It is not recommended for to do it. You can take the training from PyNet Labs, but you have a CH version 11 right now. So you can take the training. At the end, I'm going to show you how you can do it. Aravind Raja, I think so. I answered your question. Like you can take the training, but you must not go for the examination again. You can pursue for the examination after 3 years for version 13. So this is the Linux. Let's do the social engineering example. So start with the set toolkit. So I'm going to do a social engineering attack. Again, I'm going to have a website attack vector, credential harvester, site cloner. This is my private IP. So I'm going to clone a Facebook and old school one. Let me copy this, paste it over here, and enter it. Now the site has been cloned. I will use my private IP address, paste and go. I will enter my password, my name, and password is admin. Let's suppose. Not going to give you a real password because that gives an idea how a person is going to save it. So here it is. Email is Nirankar and password is admin. So this is how simple we can do it. This is an example of how a person would go with the social engineering mind and used to it. So he or she will send you the link. This is the private IP address with the help of port forwarding and static IP. A person can generate a public IP addresses. So if you click on it, you can guess it. It's a normal one for a game, for something. You or she will just play with your mind, and you will log into it. And at the end, your account or social media account will be hacked. Now, one of the most simple example here. For suppose I want to hack a person. So the person is saving their information in social media. Now let me show you this with an example with the whiteboard. So here I conclude my practical for the social engineering. And again, if you want to show me, I can do it this again. That's how simple it is. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to have it in a super user mode. Within a second, I get your username and password. So this is the simple thing. Social engineering attack, website attack vector, credential harvester, site cloner. I will press enter. So this is just an example. I'm not going to explain it right now because this is the introduction of cybersecurity. There are some terms and keywords which everyone is not going to have and understand. Yes, Karthik Kumar, this will be the part of the course. So want to yes enter. So I'm going to have a credential harvest method, site cloner, enter, paste it. Okay. So this is how easy I can do it. I've already shown how I can get the username and password. So next up, we will talk about how we will how a person with the social engineering method is going to apply their mindset. So let's say we have a person. We have a person with the name of Nirankar. That's my name, right? So this person, a hacker, will search Nirankar over the network. So Google Nirankar, you will find my pictures, or any person who uploaded the pictures on social media, they will have the pictures over there. So they will see that I work in a company, PyNet Labs, right? PyNet Labs. So what they will do, they will send me a email. How they will get my email? From LinkedIn. So by myself, I expose all my information in social media. This is how simple a hacking is done. So he or she will send me an email by my CEO, as CEO, as he or she will send us email like I'm the CEO of your company with the name of my CEO, and send that, dear sir, I'm in emergency right now. I need some money. I need some do this thing. You will get your money with your payment and all. And at the end, if you believe those things, you will be scammed. So this is how easy a person can be hacked. Again, I'm going to show you PyNet Labs. So here's the PyNet Labs. So if you have any queries, if you want to enroll in our course, you will contact Nitish sir. For that, here's the number 9821215002. So he will guide you with the further information. And if you have any query for me, you can also contact Nitish sir, and our batch will be started. And for the batch information also, Nitish sir will tell you. You have any doubt? Hello chat, you can question or answer me. Like if you have any doubt, you can just tell in chat. I'm writing the number over here. Copy the number. So here's the number for Nitish sir. 9821215002. Yes, I have doubt. Okay, tell me. Here's the site. You can just go with the site. Um, writing the site over here. Fee structure of the course. So for that, you can contact Nitish sir. He will explain you what are the fee structure of the course. Hello, AK. The number is displayed over here. 9821215002. Thank you, thank you. That's an amazing thing. So some okay, the PyNet has already responded it. Oh, no homie discount, no homie discount. For that, you have to contact Nitish sir. He will give you. So you have any doubt, like any logical doubts? If you have any doubt in like how the things work or in certification, how I should pursue. So at the simple summary, I would say you should go with CEH first, any basic level certification. CEH has CEH version 12 has 20 modules, which gives the good information about every like cloud computing, how the website work and all. So it's a basic introduction. Uh, okay, Karthik Kumar, bug bounty. Yeah, sure. So for the bug bounty also, we have the course, web application penetration testing. But if you want to go with the certification for bug bounty, again CEH12, you can go with it. There is an explanation of bug bounty, how you can go with it. And after the introduction of CH version 12, after the introduction of your web application and penetration testing, you should go with the reports, like how you can go with the hacktivist, like over here you can go to the hacker one, or you can go with activity bug bounty. So this is after your certification. So activity, you can go over here, you can see what are the activities over here, how much bounty a person handle over here. You can see Shopify, there's a bug bounty over here where we have $5,300. And again, bug bounty is very broad term. There's lots of thing you should pursue the WAPT program by PyNet Labs, or you can have an idea of it. So you can go with any of the report. You can search over here. Here if you can understand how the things work, so it's well and good, and you can apply those things in the like programs. So what is this about? So it is about the activity like bug bounty. If you want to pursue the bug bounty career, if you want to get into cybersecurity world, so these are the things. Future of cybersecurity in terms of career. So the futures of cybersecurity, I would say in the recent terms, there are lots of breaches. There's lots of things going around the globes, and everyone is required for cybersecurity. Now, every companies are hiring cybersecurity worker. So those are the futures. There's a bright future. There's lots of job vacancy, and also know that I've heard about the recession also. So after recession, again, there's a job opportunity. You can go for it. And cybersecurity is a thing which is not taught by any college or any institute. You should pursue the certification for it, because those are the things which you should have their own skills. Thank you, thank you. So why is your stream capped in 480 pixel resolution? Okay, that is the problem with my OBS, I think so. Thank you for telling this. From next time I will take care of it for the pixels. It's a very interactive session by after 5:50. Okay, that is it.